This is James Holder for the Cassius and Elder Show here on BoxNation. I'm in Kid Galahad's cupboard, which coincidentally is quite a exciting place to be.
It's the HQ of the gym, innit, this year. Can you feel the heat?
It's very hot in here, Barry.
It's very, very hot. This is where the hard training gets done in here. And there's not much room, I know, but if you can last 6 rounds in here, you can last 15 rounds in a ring.
Does anyone else come in here, or do you exclusively have the use of this room?
Well, it depends. Ezekiel Brook is now a member of here. You know, it's exclusive. And we've just put on trial now. Who might get a member in here is Adam Etches. We're not too sure yet. Okay. But he might get a membership in here as well. Tif Shafiq might get a membership in here. But we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see.
Got to say, the news that you are back, it's good to have you back and back in the ring. How are you finding things?
Feeling good, you know. Glad to be back. Can't wait to fight again. And hopefully very, very soon I'll have a date.
How much of a setback and sort of has it been for you over the last sort of year, and how have you dealt with the setback?
I don't think it was a setback. I just think it's just one of the things. It is what it is. That's how it goes. And got to just deal with the situation.
We've seen quite a lot of sort of social media posts, the likes of Carl Frampton tweeting out some stuff. We've also seen the likes of Tony Bell. You've been quite vocal on the Twitter. From your point of view, where do you sort of, we've seen you sort of react to that. Where do you sort of stand with it all?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, innit? You know, I've got my opinions. They've got their opinions, and you know, it's true though. If someone is taking drugs in the sport on purpose, then they should be banned. You know, but obviously my case was a different case, and I think they were just being indirect. I don't think they're actually aiming at me, and like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
You had that British and Commonwealth title before then, looking at the sort of the world honours, if you like, looking to announce yourself on the big stage. Yeah. How far away from you from getting that sort of, that break, if you like, that world stage? Maybe
1, 2 fights, maybe 3 max. Just depends who you fight from now. And I'm ready, like I said to you, I'm ready to fight anyone at that level.
Saw Carl Frampton defend his IBF belt and take the WBA super belt off of Scott Quigg. Firstly, before I come on to that fight, I want to talk a little bit about sort of the sparring stuff with Scott Quigg. Can you tell me what sort of went on there, Barry?
This was a very long time ago. I was a young man. I was only a novice, and went down to Manchester to spar Scott Quigg, and he got his arse whooped, and that was it really. It was a lot worse than Frampton gave him the weekend. It was a lot worse than that, I'll tell you that. And he knows and I know. There's other people who were there. Tyson Fury, Shane Fury, Pat Barrett was there, and a few others. They all know what happened, and I know what happened.
We obviously saw that mentioned a little bit in the build-up to that fight. That's why I'm talking to you about that. But what did you think of the fight between Carl Frampton and Scott Quigg?
It was a terrible, terrible fight. You know, I think the border control should actually take the purses back. I think they should fine them. Well, not even fine them. I just think the border control should actually take them to a meeting, fine them both, or actually take the purses back and actually get them done for fraud, because what they did that night was absolutely terrible. You know, both of them were on about, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they got in the end and didn't do fuck all. Sorry about the language.
Do you excuse the language?
Yeah, excuse the language. Sorry about that. But they did fuck all for 8 rounds and robbed the public blind. That was actually as bad as the David Hay one when David Hay boxed Audley Harrison. And Audley Harrison didn't he get his pace holded or something like that, didn't he?
He did indeed.
Exactly. So I think they should do the same. They're in the same, but that was probably actually worse.
Do you think you'll get a chance to fight Carl Frampton?
Yeah, I think as long as I keep on winning. Carl Frampton said he's got 10 fights left in him, and I should be able to get him within them 10 fights.
Your old foe, Jazza Dickens, stepped up to the plate to face Guillermo Rigondeaux. Yeah. Unfortunately, Guillermo Rigondeaux and his team filled in a visa application, or didn't fill in a visa application correctly, as the case may be. That fight didn't happen. How much respect do you have for Jazza Dickens for stepping up to the plate to fight someone that, on paper, no one seemed like they didn't want to fight?
Jazza, one thing about Jazza will fight anyone, and you have to give him credit. He'll get in the ring with anyone. I sparred him for that fight, and I was telling people I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset because he was on it. You know, he was 12 round fit, it was sharp, and he was looking in fantastic shape. And I went down to go and support him, but obviously the fight didn't go through, did it? But people already know about Jazza though. He'll fight anyone. It's in the boxing world. People know. It's not like it's a fact, innit?
What have you made of sort of the Guillermo Rigondeaux situation and the fact that no one wants to fight him? Jazza steps up to fight him and he doesn't show, so to speak.
Yeah, you know, Rigondeaux's the best in our division at the moment, and Jazza took the opportunity. You know, it doesn't matter if Jazza had won or lost; it would still have been a win-win situation because he got in the ring with them, where the other fighters wouldn't even get in the ring with him. You know what I mean? So it would have propelled Jazza. I personally believe it was in a win-win situation. It would propel him.
Careful, I said this to Jazza. He wasn't best pleased about the win-win situation comment. To be fair.
Yeah, because he's going in there. He's a fighter and he wants to go in there and win. And honestly, I personally believe that he would have given Rigondeaux a very good fight, and I won't put it past him to beat him.
Let's talk about Kid Galahad. What's the plan now to sort of reignite the trailblazing path you were set on, and when can we next see you in the boxing ring?
Very, very, very soon. We're just sorting out medical, sorted out this week, and we're just sorting out now. We're just sorting out with the border control. We're just sorting out with the border control when the next possible meeting is, and just sort that out and just get back in the ring.
Any names being banded around in terms of level of opposition we can see you back in? Is it going to be a fight where you ease yourself back in, or are you going to look to get right back in the heart and the mix of things straight away, Barry?
It just depends on who's there at the time, and just got to see. Obviously, it's a lot of things. There's just not one or two things. You've got to sort out a few things, and we'll just see. I think they're on about a show in Leeds in a couple of months' time, so we'll just have to wait and see. It just depends on, and plus it depends on how much time I got to the fight.
I know you live, breathe boxing. You spend more time in the gym than anyone in the Winkelbank, anyone here at the Ingle Gym. How much of a relief is it to you that you're back on track and back focused and doing what you love?
I was always focused, and now I'm just trying to get back on track and get back in the mix. And it's just a matter of time. Like I said, it's just a matter of time. Just got to stay focused, keep on doing what I'm doing.
Willingness to take these big fights to super bantamweight from your side?
Yeah, of course. You know, anyone wants to step up to that plate, I'll fight. I think a lot of fighters won't really want to fight. They didn't want to fight me anyway before the ban, so I think now they probably won't want to fight me. So we'll just have to wait and see.
On that note, Kid Galahad, it's great to get you back on the channel. You know, we've always been supporting you from early on in your career.
Especially you. James always comes out of nowhere, always gives me these bad boy interviews. But you know what I wanted to see? To see more Tyan Booth.
Do you know what? That's a big statement. I think we're going to get him on for maybe the next part of the show here.
Benjamin! Someone go and get Tyan. Go and get Tyan. We need to interview
Let's get him in.
We need to interview him. Who's been doing the Sharon? I like the Shannon Briggs interviews.
Shannon Briggs stuff's been very good.
Oh man, he makes me laugh. That guy, man.
We're quite fortunate enough. He's been on the Castello show last week. Good response from the Shannon Briggs stuff. It was fantastic.
Yeah, you know, he's good for the sport. One thing about Shannon Briggs is good for the sport. I like him, I really do.
Hopefully we see Shannon Briggs in the sort of this big heavyweight mix. These sort of fights that are around at the moment can be made.
Yeah, I think if AJ wins that title, they might put him in for his first defence against Shannon Briggs, which will be a good fight. But it'll be a good fight for him, AJ and him. Very well experienced for him. But he'll give some good experience towards AJ, my opinion.
Listen, on that note, I think we're joined by Tyan. Is Tyan here? He's hiding. We will get Tyan on in the next part of the show. You heard it here first.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, he's coming in.
Here's my boy. Benjamin Boot coming through.
Can you get through?
Come through, bad boy. Benjamin Boot. No. Can you take a picture of his whole outfit today?
Right.
Look how slick he looks. All blacked out.
trying to play the white
Look
man.
at him, he's trying to play the white man.
Yeah,
You don't need to play the white man, you're the playboy, you.
Get out of them horrible areas.
Which,
Pitsmore.
you live in
Dirty. Is this recording?
This is actually recording. I think I'm quite fortunate enough to cut the BoxNation piece, but we are genuinely recording.
What's this? IFL TV, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extras.
Extras. What's going on? Are you in this or not?
We've shouted you over because we
Oh,
want
you
you.
called
Cause
me,
yeah, this is an interview
Yeah, but
for
how
you.
come you didn't warn me, before I'm slagging off certain areas in Sheffield?
Pitsmore,
I didn't
man.
know the camera was rolling,
Nah, man, everything irie.
You alright?
Yeah.
Was our interview alright the other day?
This guy's interview. Have you seen his
Was I
interview?
over the top or what? Was I
No,
alright?
man.
I tried to stay in the safe zone.
Interviews the bad boy. I was just telling them.
Keep it
We need
non-sexual,
some
yeah?
more. We need way more Tyan Booth interviews.
We kept it non-sexual all the way, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's good, man.
Until the cameras come off though.
Yeah. Then,
Then that was it. Then
All out.
you know,
Yeah.
Then that was it, weren't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Can I just get them?
Sorry, mate.
That
So,
was it.
What have you been doing? Have you been interviewing
Do you know
Barry?
what? I've been in the hottest room in the whole gym. We're wearing a scarf interviewing Barry.
Yeah. I'm sweating. I look nervous, don't I?
Sheffield today.
Went to a traditional Yemeni restaurant today.
In Pitsmore.
He knows he was with me,
Oh,
Barry.
you were there?
Yeah, you know them dirty areas.
Did you feel
They put you off the food, don't
Did
they?
you feel the strength already?
They put you off eating, don't they? Because they're like low status here.
Did you feel? Can you feel the strength from that food?
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
telling
good,
you.
I'm sweating it hard though.
That Yemeni food,
Sweating it hard.
true strength. I'm telling you now. When you see Galahad fight or Gamaya fight, you ask them about the Yemeni food. I'm telling you now, pure strength.
Bone soup was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a few bones involved. Yeah, a few bones.
You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, you know that. You got a thing on your chin, you know.
Yeah.
Are you bothered?
That's it.
Got some dust here. But
Go on.
some people don't tell you, when you got things on.
Yeah, 'cause Jamie
Cue
backed
me.
down.
One time, yeah, there was a,
Cue me.
Junior Witter, he was getting interviewed and he had a bogey, up his nose.
Yeah.
How comes the interview didn't tell him?
It
just
wasn't my work.
just leaving him hanging there with a dirty bogey. So I just told you about the dust.
The guy's a bad guy.
Some people aren't bothered, are they?
Not really, no. You know, it's one of them things, innit? Everyone's got bogeys, bro.
Yeah, true.
You've got loads.
Bogeyed up, yeah?
Yeah.
Bogeyed up.
My BoxNation producer's going to be thinking, what on earth has gone on with this second part of this interview?
Yeah, but I've been on here before, haven't I?
You're quite used to this now, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm next to a radiator, so I'm just sweating, like I'm nervous. But I'm alright. Good,
I
man.
think you get nervous when you're in my presence for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You're on the pink juice.
It's very true.
You're on the pink juice.
Why are you so nervous for?
I'm good, Why are we doing it in here? The sauna room. Putting the pressure on me.
I told you, I said, not many people can do 6 rounds in here. You can do 6 rounds in here, you can do 15 rounds in that ring. Look at him, he's cracking already.
Yeah, you used to sleep in this room, didn't you?
Remember that?
When you first came here, you used to put a dirty blanket down and sleep with them insects.
See?
Look at all them cobwebs. Did you ever feel any just crawling on your walk?
Yeah, used to that, brother. From the ghetto, brother.
But then when you went on Channel 5, you stepped up, yeah?
Yeah.
You went in a proper house. Now you're cashing
Do you
in.
remember when we used to live in John's old house down the road?
With a
Oh, there were rats in that house, man. Oh my god.
It's not worth it though, is it? Because you say you want to tough it out, yeah, by living with a rat.
Oh my god.
But if it bit you,
James.
your life would be over, because they carry AIDS, don't they?
Fucking hell. When I used to live in that house, I could hear rats. All the time.
Did you ever get attacked by any rats?
No, fucking hell.
Mm.
Oh my god. Sometimes I just think that someone was burgling the house and it was just the fucking rats. Just fucking about downstairs. Fucking hell. They were the days.
Are you going to trim out the beeps, yeah? Right. Mm.
He's gonna just beep.
Yeah, but that's what I like about your channel, anything goes, don't it?
On IFL, we just sort of try and be organic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why you stand out, don't you? Kind of like.
I'm kind of sweating in here, though.
So,
You
yeah.
want me to put the camera on you?
Are you used to this?
Please don't, Barry.
Are you used to this heat now?
Yeah, come on.
Being in here, sleeping in here with these
Where am I
insects.
from? I'm from Yemen.
Yeah, true.
Come on, bro. We're used to this heat. This is nothing. We're used to this heat. We sleep in this kind of heat. We eat, sleep, everything in this heat.
I've got to get out of here,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm pushing my
Let me
boundaries.
show you something.
Horrible.
Look at that.
This is how I actually look.
Look.
Sweat it out, Sweat the cider out, innit? Yeah, back up, Don't get like Chris Eubank.
Benjamin Boots. Go on, last but not least, Barry, sign us out before we go. Get away from me, man. Get back around there.
We're going to leave it on that note and make sure everyone keep your eyes and your ears open be back in the ring very, very soon.